Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video again I'm going to be doing a voiceover my stream. I'm going to be featuring two different streams that allowed me to hit a veteran. So let's go ahead and get started. This first team is Gfis, Polytoad with Earthquake, and then Pelipper. I do recommend Earthquake because it just gives you the double zoom roll coverage. Does make you a little bit weaker to grass types. So this trainer I'm triple good against in terms of Nidoqueen. They shield there, which is fine. I'm not going to shield this because I can survive it. And then as well, if they poison jab me or poison fang me, then earth power me, then I would lose. So I know that I can go straight EQ and potentially KO here. So they build up and then they try to snipe me here. Fortunately, I was able to get out in time. I do want to avoid getting hit by a foul play here. It really doesn't make sense for them to bait. So I do end up shielding. And then I'm going to do, I think I do 6. Yeah, I do 6 here, then throw the Hurricane. If they throw before that, it's going to be just a power-up punch. So I do end up throwing the Hurricane at them. So it looks pretty good for me. Again, I'm triple good against this Nidoqueen. I throw the Weather Ball here. So they're at like 3 or 4 snarls. So I throw another Weather Ball. I can survive a foul play. Unfortunately, I'll get farmed down after that, but that's fine. I have to let it go. Doesn't make sense for me to switch out because I do want to be able to clear my debuff because the Nidoqueen does have quite a bit of energy because it didn't throw the second time. Okay, now I go to Polytoad here. A little bit of lag. That's okay. I was able to get a mud shot through, which is fantastic for me. They last resort me. I honestly thought about blind switching there because I knew they were definitely going to switch. I didn't want to get hit by an earth power, so I do end up shielding this. And because of those extra mud shots, I was able to get to the weather ball before they got to the earth power. They certainly had another poison fang here, which actually, honestly, I probably would have lost the game if they would have thrown the second poison fang. But they did not, so I probably would have built up a little more, maybe. I don't know, it's hard to say. Or try to catch the move, so worked out fine for me. All right. Let's get to this next game here. Again, same team. Jellison, Gfis. Weird matchup here, but they let me get the Earthquake off first, which I thought was pretty interesting. They're at 6 hexes now. I get the mud shot through, so now I'm at like equivalent of 9 mud shots over the energy. Obviously minus the Earthquake they did. They throw the Shadow Ball at me. Oh, and they make a really nice catch here onto Altaria. Really nice. Because we were going to CMP tie there. So I do and unfortunately have to stay here. Because this is my best answer to Altaria. This is obviously a very good answer too. And this says like about half there. I am going to shield here. Mostly because I do need this. I do need this to take out this Altaria. And the wing attacks plus weather ball probably wouldn't be enough. And certainly the mud shots wouldn't be enough. So I do switch here. I was really hoping they were going to bubble beam here, because I did switch and I was in bubble beam range, but they made a really nice play there and came into Jellison and threw the Earthquake. I do have to shield this. Ends up being a Shadow Ball. And I'm going to build up a little bit here. Going to throw 4 mud shots. Then throw the Earthquake to only give them 1 turn worth of energy. And then I thought this Weather Ball would KO. It's very interesting here. So they also throw the move here. Mostly because they probably didn't think they were going to make it to the next move. Ends up being a Bubble Beam. I do switch out. And then it ends up being a Gfis there. So I am down a shield here. So I do have to monitor my energy appropriately. So I do throw here at 9. Because I know that we switched at the same time. A little bit of lag there. Or some like weird delay there. I'm not really sure what happened there. Anyways, I'm going to throw another one. So they are at one, one, two, three, three, or there are two. I don't. Because I end up beating them to the move here. Maybe they're only at two because I got an extra wing attack in. Because I switched it faster than one, two. Yeah, they must have been only at two. Because the rock slide certainly would KO me here. Yeah, and this should be that should have been a CMP tie, and then I'm gonna be able to one shot down this Jellicent there. So they obviously could have farmed more. I also then would have probably caught the move. It's hard to say. So a good lead for me here. They switch into a zoom roll here. I make a mistake here. The reason why I make a mistake here, or the reason why I think this is a mistake, was both Pokemon are good against a zoom roll. I should be able to win the switch almost no matter what. Is that if they have a Ninetales, there's a pretty good chance they have a counter user to help deal with steel leads, and Pelipper is just much better against the counter users. So, because obviously the flying typing and super effective wing attacks versus Politoed, so it's definitely a misplay on my side, not just. And then I'm able to farm down here, which is really nice. And I throw the Weather Ball here. I have quite a bit of energy. They end up shielding, which is very good for me. They probably didn't need to shield. Honestly, they probably would have won if they would have two shielded their last Pokemon, which I won't spoil. So they switch out and they have a Scrafty. So as predicted, they have a counter user. If they would have been able, I have to let this go because if they power up punch me and I shield, then it's basically game over for me. They do get counter through, which is really not great for me. And I am going to have to shield this power punch, but I do get extra mud shot through, which is really nice. But again, if they would have had two shields here, this would have been like way over. So I throw the Weather Ball here. I throw another Weather Ball here, and then my clock is up. So I'm gonna switch no matter what. So even if they shielded that, I would just attempt to try to farm down, and then I would have been in an all right position here. They do have quite a bit of energy on their Ninetales, but this is fine. A Rock Slide will KO here. And I'm able to take out this Ninetales. Alright. So that was good there. Bad team read on my side. I knew what the team was going to be as soon as I saw the zoom roll. I just sometimes it's challenging when you're always using a new team every set like that. You're like trying to formulate the plans here. So it's obviously a good lead for me. They come into Empoleon here. I actually kind of got thrown off here because I wasn't expecting Empoleon, but Politoed is an excellent counter switch to Empoleon because it does resist the waterfalls, and Dropek is not the best move here, and I have super effective Earthquake here, so I'm basically just gonna build up to right before they get to the Dropek, because obviously so here I should have won Earthquake. This is a stupid move on my part because I wasn't going to make it to two Weather Balls. Maybe I would have made it two Weather Balls if they didn't get a Charm through, but that's also due to the timing of when I threw. So they have some energy. So I'm going to throw here, which is going to means that they do get two free turns because I throw at the beginning of the animation, but it does also mean that I guarantee that they can't catch. So I think that's like a pretty good trade-off in terms of giving. So basically I threw it two mud shots, right? So with two mud shots, that's 2 seconds, 4 turns, right? And then each charm is 3 turns, 1.5 seconds. So when I throw 2 mud shots then the charge move, they're in the middle of their second charm. So they get to complete that charm after only 1 turn, half a second. So they get 2 free turns or 1 second worth of energy, but also means that for sure they can't catch. So here, I'm just going to go straight Weather Ball here because it's just the easiest way to win that game. And this match is definitely over. right. And we go G-Fist into Dugong. This is a very annoying matchup here. So I like to throw at 7 here. I like to throw at 7. One, because that's like right before they get to the Icy Wind. So it's at 7.5 seconds to get the Icy Wind. At 7 seconds, and I also get a chance to get the extra mud shot through. It also means that they don't get more than 1 turn worth of the Ice Shard damage here. So I throw in CMP here. I'm not actually sure who wins actually CMP between these two. They actually didn't throw there. Oh man, the discipline on that trainer is absolutely crazy. Because honestly, I should have. I honestly thought they were gonna throw the water pulse there. They like paused and didn't throw it. It was very very good on their side. I'm gonna again throw here. I'm gonna throw it 4, so I'll give it 1 turn so the charm doesn't come through, and then I'm gonna throw 1, and then throw so they only get 1 turn worth of energy, and because it's in the middle of it, but the damage doesn't apply till halfway through, which is before the 1 turn. I'm able to get off this second weather ball here, so I'm looking pretty good here. I am going to throw this rock slide here. I do have to shield here in case they water pulse me, which they do, which would almost certainly KO. And I think they have like a Medicham or something. I can't remember. Okay, they build up here, and then they have they throw here after like 6, so I know for sure this is just an Ice Punch. At most, I'm not going to shield, and then I'm going to go straight for the Hurricane, and this game is over. But yeah, that was like, and honestly, I would have caught like 99% of trainers throwing the water pulse there. But they showed really good discipline on their side. So the second team is Golbat double counter users. So I don't know, maybe I almost certainly misplayed this. So I say switch here, right? So typically they have a steel type and a zoom roll in the back. So I do land this bulldoze here. I don't shield because I know it wouldn't KO. And I thought I was gonna win switch here. I should be able to try 1 more. But unfortunately, this Body Slam doesn't KO. And they get like a free Shadow Claw afterwards. It was very weird there. So I know that they are like 1 away from another foul play. So I'm just going to let it go here. It's not a big deal. And able to take them out. And unfortunately, they have a zoom roll. Yeah. So they usually have a steel type in the back. A lot of times Skarm Ray. It just protects against Charm. I do end up shielding this. They get an extra mud shot through, which really sucks here. So they're at 1, right? 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Okay, I must have missed 1 here. And then I think I throw I have to throw the Shadow Ball right away. Yeah, I have to throw the Shadow Ball right away because they have the Rock Slide here. So here, I thought about this. Maybe I should have caught the Ice Beam. But I really wanted the Poison Fang damage. Or the debuff, I should say. And then I should have switched here because they kind of lagged. And if I would have caught the Ice Beam, maybe I would have had like a kind of chance here. Because this Zoom Roll would have like kind of a tricky time against this Obstagoon. Well, I guess maybe they would just Ice Beam me again. Because I probably would be in Ice Beam range. But because I didn't catch that move, there was not really much chance there. So I didn't really give myself necessarily the best win con here. Also, I should have tried harder to win switch versus that Sableye, but they got to the how did they get to the second foul play before it got to the bulldoze? Or yeah, oh wait, I'm not entirely sure here. So I should have stayed because Crest versus Golbat's not the worst matchup. Yes, the Psycho Cuts are super effective, but I do have super effective. Oh man, and my attack fell, which is awful. I do have a super effective Shadow Ball, and as well they usually have Moonblast, Grass Knot, which both of those moves I resist. A little bit of lag here. Very good timing on my opponent's side. And then I'm going to go straight to Obstagoon here. I am going to shield once here. They try to CMP me, which is fine. So I don't go for the CMP. And then I know this is just going to be a foul play. So I let it go. And then I go into Golbat here just to try to ramp up on some energy. And they actually have Umbreon in the back, this is a very weird team, to be honest, but that's okay. All right. Again, I could throw more efficiently here. Five 2-turn moves is like the worst time to throw against a 3-turn move, because for sure they get guaranteed 2 turns worth of energy and damage, but the damage doesn't really matter if it's Snarl. So I could improve when I throw there, but I do want the debuff as soon as possible. I tried to potentially catch there, but now it's just Obscune versus the world pretty much. So they come into Cresselia. So Cresselia should be energy dry. So they're at 1. I do get the boost. And in my opinion, for sure they bait, but I don't think it matters. So they have enough energy, so I do get the counter through, which is great, because that means I'm only 1 away, and I should be able to clean up this match. It certainly made it a little bit easier after I got the boost, to be honest, because I probably would have needed to counter down the Cresselia at this health range. It probably would only been like a few counters, but at this point in time, this is looking pretty good for me. I guess they just need to land the Grass Knot because they have the foul play here. The Grass Knot, maybe I would have lived the Grass Knot. I probably would have lived the Grass Knot. Probably does around like 30% from Cresselia. So maybe it would have been okay regardless, and they probably had to go for the Moonblast. All right, where I cut this video weirdly for some reason. Okay, there you go. Okay, we're into this next game here. Okay, so Golbat into Lickitung. I have 2 answers to Lickitung. Okay, I really want this Obstagoon into Lickitung matchup here. So I do something incredibly stupid here, which you're going to see in a little bit. This not the smartest move on my part. I do throw 1 counter, then throw the move to try to give them the least amount of guaranteed turns. And then I try to CMP here. But it's actually not. So they do a good job here. I should have just committed to building up more energy because I'm going to shield here regardless. Anyway, I ended up throwing the Body Slam here, which kind of sucks. So I thought about undercharging there, but it's going to KO regardless. And now I'm down 2 shields 0, and they have a Ninetales. Thank goodness it's not Powder Snow. I throw here. And there's the Body Slam, get a shield, which is great for me. And they do something weird here. Is it this matchup? Or maybe it was a different one. No, they threw a Psyshock here, which is very weird. So here, I basically have to come out with energy. Right. So I'm going to build up as much energy as I can. I get an extra counter through, which is really nice here. So I know for sure they get the next Body Slam at 5.5 seconds. So, and I'm basically at 100 energy right now. So I throw here, and I actually get the boost, which is honestly definitely not needed because 2 cross chops anyways would be threatening. If they let the 2 cross chops through, plus they shield there because they thought I had gunk shot, because I didn't throw the cross chop at the Lickitung. And then I ended up throwing the Poison Fang there, so it worked out pretty well for me there. I think we have 2 more games. Yeah, 2 more games. I thought this team was. My girlfriend is attempting to try to catch a moth here, so don't mind Cindy as she tries to catch a moth with her hands. Okay, so this is a good lead for me. If they don't have Power Stone, they have Charm. They come to Swampert here, and so here's the thing. I do expect them to have a counter user in the back. So I go into Obstagoon here. I let this go. And I honestly thought this would do more damage. But it does not. And at this point in time, I'm like, I just gotta let it go. Right? There's like, it doesn't make sense for me to keep it because they're just gonna farm me down with Ninetales and then throw the Weather Ball at my Golbat. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just hoping that Vigoroth can carry me here. End up being a Toxicroak, which ends up being really nice for me. I do bait, and as you can see, these wing attacks are really adding up. I don't need to shield this first one. The worst move that they could throw at me is Mud Bomb. Doesn't do very much damage. I'm just gonna shield once and farm down. I probably don't need to shield that particular one, but that's fine. I throw 2 Poison Fangs there again, which is like the worst. 2 wing attacks, I should say, and then throw the move, which is like the worst time, or one of the worst times. I throw right away, so they give them a lot of charms here. But at this point in time, I can just like counter down, right? I think I tried to click on there, but thank goodness I didn't, or it didn't register. So at this point in time, I'm just gonna counter down this this Ninetales. It would have been fine regardless because I would have made it to the Body Slam before the Toxicroak, or even if they made it beforehand, I would just wing attack down. So the Golbat was just like way too strong for that team. So Golbat into a Azumarill. So here, I don't like to Poison Fang right away. I like to throw it 7. And the reason why I like to throw it 7 is like it's right before they get to an Ice Beam. So for sure they can't switch. And then as well, if they switch out afterwards, I have a little bit of energy. I get extra wing attack through, which is really nice for me. I'm going to shield this because the Ice Beam does do quite a bit of damage. They come into Lickitung here. And I actually wasn't sure if it was going to be Vigoroth or Lickitung, which is why I took a little while to switch. But that's okay. I have a lot of energy banked, which is great for me. I am going to have to throw both Body Slams into this Lickitung here, though. Okay, and I throw here. And I throw another Body Slam, which is going to KO. They come into a Azumarill. Again, I'm trying to time these throws as best as possible, so it gives me the best chance to get to this second Body Slam. And the second Body Slam won't KO here, which is, and then they end up shielding, which is actually really fortunate for me. Maybe with the counters it would have KO'd because I'm able to throw the Poison Fang here. And then I predict that there's gonna be a steal in the back, right? So I let this go just to give, in case they have like a retro steal or something like that, just to give my Obstagoon the best chance to win. It ends up being a G-Fist here, so it doesn't really matter at this point in time. I throw the Cross Chop, and this game's over. I let this go because I just need to save the shield for Golbat. I throw basically when they get to the rock slide. Maybe I could have farmed up a little bit more here, but that's okay. I end up shielding this, mostly because I can make it to the Night Slash, and the counters plus Night Slash will be more than enough to take out the Azumarill. So anyways, those are 2 pretty interesting teams that I gave it a shot. And if you're interested in me trying out your team, you can check me out at twitch.tv. I stream pretty much every day, taking solely team recommendations to climb to legend. So this allowed me to hit veteran. I think I end up at like 25, 34 or something like that. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm trying to take this season. I try not to climb too quickly because then the queue times become pretty long, and I don't want my battles to take that long. So I'm happy. My original goal was to hit veteran at the end of the week, so I was able to, and then hopefully I can hit expert, end of next week, beginning of the second week of ultra, and then typically I try to. I'll see when I try to aim for legend, so we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. If you like to, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.